Let's welcome the all-rounder from junior school for the session 2024 to 25. A student who embodies the spirit of an all-rounder. He is academically bright as well as deeply thoughtful and reflective in his approach to learning. With a keen curiosity, he looks beyond rote memorization to find meaning, logic, and joy in knowledge. His love for Sanskrit, yoga, and reading shows his depth, while his achievements in competitions like Logic Quiz, Crescendo, and Rasmingle reflect his talent and hard work. He is a thinker, a performer, a team player, and above all, a giant with humility, gratitude, and determination. It gives us immense pride to present to you a true all-rounder of our school.
We request Professor Vinod Solanki ma'am, Anjali ma'am and Promini ma'am to be on stage. I now invite Atharva Jindal, all-rounder junior school for the session 2024-25 and his parents, Mrs. and Mr. Jindal, on stage. To make this proud moment even more special, may I now invite our respected principal, Promini ma'am, to come on stage for an interview with our all-rounder.
Parents, you must be wondering, why am I talking to him? See, basically for us, education is the best moments are those which we spend with our children. And I had a conversation with him. It is really beautiful to converse with him. And I must tell you that none of these answers that he's going to give, or for that matter, the questions, they are rehearsed. Everything comes from him at that moment. Recently, we had a competition. We had 4 days, that we sent you messages, ISJF, Inter-School Jaipuria Festival. Atharv, was there anyone younger than you in that festival?
No, ma'am, not that I know of.
Yeah, so he was the one, though that was primarily meant for grades 8 to 12. But here, this was a grade 6 child. And one of the days, we had a chief guest, and he was from the field of AI. So this child was the first one to ask him questions, and very meaningful questions, without telling his name and without telling his class. Eventually, it prompted the chief guest to ask, from which class are you? So everyone was amazed that he had the... So you now tell me, in that entire auditorium, there were 400 people, and you were the one who asked a question. So how did you develop that confidence to speak among 400 people?
Ma'am, I believe that when things come from the heart and when from inside, you know that they are correct. And not only mentally they are correct, they are morally correct. Then, ma'am, I feel that there's no need to be shy because everybody will accept that it is right. So, ma'am, why be shy?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Athar. Now tell me, what have been your the fields in which you have ventured in school?
Ma'am, in school, I have ventured in spiritual roots. I have ventured in meditation, in Sanskrit, and I have ventured in yoga. So, ma'am, that has brought my mind, body, and soul in unity. Ma'am, then I have eventually ventured in computers. Ma'am, I've learnt about AI and many such things. And I have been inspired by such great personalities that often come to our school.
Okay, great. Thank you. Recently, you developed an app. You're working at it?
Yes, ma'am.
So and is your friend there?
No, ma'am, not right now. He's not
there. Can you tell us something about that app?
Ma'am, I would like to say that this is a team initiative by me and 2 of my other friends. Ma'am, we identified a problem, that is diabetes in India. Everybody would agree that it is such a big problem. And ma'am, we got to realize that if people do not start being aware at an early age, then ma'am, when they grow up and actually realize that they have diabetes, then there's nothing they can do about it. That's why, ma'am, we aim to promote and educate children about the fears of diabetes. And ma'am, we also have made a health tracking app for adults who are worried about their health. Ma'am, it includes many things such as a workout planner, AI health analysis, health log, symptom tracking, and many such things. Thank you, ma'am.
Brilliant. Tell me, when you thought of developing this app, what was the sentiment, what was the emotion behind it that drove you into it?
Ma'am, the emotion behind it drove that I felt that I was doing a duty as a human on earth. I was doing my duty and I was fulfilling my purpose as a person on earth and his moral values.
Thank you. शायद विनोद जी आप जितना कुछ कह रहे थे वो चरितार्थ कर रहा है सामने सामने. What has been your, I mean, if you close your eyes and think about something, so think about yourself. How have you transformed in junior school from grades 2 to grade 5 and now to grade 6? As a person or as a student, as a son, any domain that you wish to pick up. And if you want me to change my question, I can do that also.
No,
Is it
ma'am.
okay?
Ma'am,
All right.
it's a good question.
Oh,
ma'am, I
thank you.
believe that...
Thank you so much. So your transformation. Okay.
Ma'am, I believe that I have grown some spiritual roots. Ma'am, in the starting of junior school, like when I got actual access to computers, I thought that I forgot all about my spiritual roots. I started developing myself in that. But like, especially in grades 4 and 5th, I realized that Sanskrit is such a powerful language. It would be a waste not to explore it. Ma'am, then I started growing my spiritual roots, and that is the main transformation I've seen in myself.
So, can you tell any Sanskrit shloka that stays close to you? Would you like to recite?
ओंकारं बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः.
You've got this award.
Yes, ma'am.
So what does it mean to you?
Ma'am, to me it means that this institution has identified that I in junior school have developed myself. I've grown. And ma'am, it means a lot to me that the school identifies my effort.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. So, who are the people who have led you into this transformation?
Ma'am, first of all, ma'am, my teachers and my parents. Ma'am, my teachers have provided me companionship throughout, and my parents, they have made so many sacrifices for my well-being, and they have motivated me to go forward. Ma'am, my friends also, they have constantly supported me, and they have constantly just pushed me to go ahead.
Thank you. The school has a practice of remembering, offering, inviting. How much do you believe in it?
Ma'am, I could not understand it initially when I was told but then first my math teacher explained it to the class that it means to remember the Almighty, because we often only remember him at bad times, but we should always also remember him at good times. Then ma'am, I imbibed the value that Anjali ma'am once talked about. Ma'am, to offer everything to the divine. So ma'am, I remember that and I implemented that. And ma'am, then I started inviting him to what I did. Whatever happened, it felt graceful. Even like my mistakes, I took it as an opportunity for learning.
Great. Thank you. Is there any message that you want to give to parents or your teachers or children?
I would like to thank the school, ma'am, due to which I have been able to develop myself, and I hope to develop myself forward to carry on the process of evolution. As Sri Aurobindo once said, man is not final, he is a transitional being.
Okay. So now if you had to choose one person in this gathering to hug, to go quickly and hug, who would that be?
Ma'am, my mother.
Okay. Great. So you can do that. We can invite her on the stage. Thank you so much. Thank you, Athar. Thank you so much, parents, for raising such a child. And thank you so much, teachers, for bringing him to this level. And thank you, Anjali ma'am, for the whole philosophy.
Atharva, this was just beautiful. The interview was beautiful. And I want to ask you a question. That what would you like to do further for your friends and the students who are junior to you? How would you help them out? What would be your advice to them?
Ma'am, I would like to give an advice to them to, ma'am, never be shy and to understand all that you do and apply it. Like, even if you're doing math, please apply it everywhere you find an opportunity to. So, ma'am, that is the only advice I would give to my juniors.
Excellent. And my pranams to these parents who have raised such a beautiful child. Thank you.
अथर को देखकर याद आया, यहाँ अवतार जन्मे हैं, पले हैं वीर ऋषि योगी, न कोई यह समझ बैठे कि अब ये भूमि परती है। यहाँ का हर नया अंकुर अगर पाला गया ढंग से नमूना बन के गाएगा कि ये उपजाऊ धरती है।